Who was your favorite person you met, back in the 90s? Give me some 90s.
I would say, one of my favorite people was Robin Williams.
Really?
Oh, right, you were in Cadillac Man.
Cadillac Man.
I've never heard a
and
bad thing about him.
He's such a great guy. He was like my second cup of coffee in the morning. You have the first one, and you're sitting in the makeup trailer, and in comes Robin, and he's like the second cup.
He's being Robin. And,
He's being Robin, and he was the one, because when I was shooting, I did a movie with him and Tim Robbins and Fran Drescher called Cadillac Man.
Yeah, Cadillac Man, yeah.
And I started shooting Ninja Turtles at the same time, or we started pre-production. And so I would leave on the weekends, and I would go and fly to North Carolina from New York City to start pre-production and start shooting. And so I had never heard of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before, and I didn't know anything about it, except that now I was like the lead in the movie. And so people were saying, so what are you doing? Where are you going on the weekends? And I'd say, well, I'm doing this movie. What's the title? It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And Robin went, what? Oh, my God, they're making a movie? Are you April? I was like, yeah, I am. He's like, and he thought it was the coolest thing. He has the very first, he's collected all the comic books.
Yeah.
Such a fan, and came to our premiere. So
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Yeah, he's the
So it was
coolest
like,
guy
oh,
ever.
Robin says it's cool, it's cool.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
great.
And he's a really, a nice man.
So you weren't aware when you were starting with Ninja Turtles, you weren't aware that I'm being in this thing and it's like a little thing, but it's apparently like the biggest craze in the world right now.
Not a clue.
Yeah, he had no
I
idea.
think that's good, though, don't you?
Yeah.
I think it's good, because you go in, it's like, you're
Well, you know what I find
innocent,
maybe you're more
interesting
relaxed.
about you? I find interesting that you there's nothing good or bad about this. It's just interesting to me. You're like the only person I know who did something insanely geek popular.
Yeah.
Who doesn't take that act on the road.
No, I've
You
never
don't.
done that.
No, everyone else does.
Yeah.
Everybody else does.
Well, you know, they just did the most I've sort of done with it is they just have done this documentary that was like 3
Sure.
years in the making. It's sort of like the total Ninja Turtle story that covers the comic
Well, that's
books, that
different.
covers the.
That's cool. But
so
you won't go to
that-
Comic-Con.
Well, I would with that documentary.
Yeah.
And I would, but I don't. You know, I don't know. I have to say that now, like, I'm starting to appreciate, like, how important it's been to so many people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these young people who still love this movie, who are introducing their children to this movie.
I would just imagine people would be way more into you than Tia Carrere. I mean, you see Tia at all these Comic-Cons. I don't even think she's been in a
I
Well,
Comic-Con thing.
we also grew up
No,
with
she's
Tia
great,
in Wayne's
but, like,
World. That was
now-
another
Yeah.
big part of my. That
Yeah,
was
but
like the same
Comic-Con
time period.
nerds, Wayne's World, that's pretty much separate.
Yeah.
So if you're at Comic-Con, you probably have more people who might know you from like
That's
Halloween
what I'm
Town.
saying. Oh,
Yeah, that's
Halloween
possible.
Town, yes.
I don't know.
That's good.
I have never done. I mean, because I'm really like I work on something and then I move on.
Yeah.
But I love that people love it.
Yeah.
That's
you
great.
know. I really do. I think it's sweet.
Yeah.
And, you know.
I was a pretty hardcore.
Are you?
I almost,
That's
yeah.
so cute.
I almost
both.
hurt myself
Yeah.
really bad because of the Ninja Turtles. I'll tell
What
you.
did you try? You tried to flip or do something?
No. Worse than that. I got some pizza and I went into an open sewer to hang out. And I got stuck. And I was in grade school and I was
honey.
screaming and the firemen had to come get me out.
For real?
Yeah, I got pizza and I put crazy stuff
That
on it like the
is
turtles. I put hot
so-
fudge and cucumbers on it. And I went to hang out in the...
How old were you?
I was in, let's see, it was third grade, second
Do you
grade.
know how like
Fourth
crazy
grade?
adorable that is?
Yeah.
That's like crazy adorable.
It's.
No, I think that's really sweet.
Yeah, that was called the Day of
Misguided,
Tears.
completely misguided.
In my life,
but
that,
really sweet.
That chapter was called the Day of Tears.
Yeah. I don't
Did
know
you
if I
eat your
was that
pizza?
dorky.
I did, yeah.
yeah, well, you had nothing to do down there.
Nothing
since you
to
were
do.
trapped.
Nothing to do until they
Did
came
you
with the
meet
hose.
any rats?
No, I didn't meet any rats, but I'm sure I had roaches crawling on me. It was
Oh, yeah.
day. I was walking home. No one knew I was there. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was very bad.
Do other actors, like when you're doing Nashville, does anyone come up to you about turtles?
Oh
then?
my God, all the time.
Yeah, right.
Are you
all the time.
Are you sick of that, or just like, oh, it's cute?
No, because everyone's really nice about it. Like I
Yeah.
don't seem to attract like crazy fans.
Yeah.
So
Nerds are
everybody's
very sweet fans, aren't
really
they?
sweet.
No, but even like on
really
the set.
sweet. On the set,
There's-
well, we'll have PAs, we'll have other actors.
Right.
And,
Oh, every
You'll,
PA.
and you'll
Oh,
see
yeah.
this look. Like, you'll start talking to someone, and then, like, they get the look. And you're like, oh,
You
here
know
it
when the
comes.
look is?
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Cadillac
And-
man.
Yeah,
No.
no, exactly. That's never going to happen. And it's funny. Some people won't admit it for a while. And then
Really?
they have to admit it. And then they're like, okay, I have to tell you something. I don't want you to take this wrong, but you were like my first crush of my whole life, and I'm just being really cool right now.
They wanted to let you know that they were exercising considerable willpower,
I
not
know,
being
it was-
creepier than that.
Right now.
And I love how they say right now. Like,
Right
when
now.
are they not going to
Yeah.
be
Right.
cool?
Yeah.
When's
Apparently
this
when they
part
get home.
happening?
And to ride home in my Dodge,
When they
we're going to
get
be
home,
quite
yeah.
creepy.
I've got my Pinto outside.
Oh,
yes, if you're
man.
interested, maybe
yeah,
we can.
yeah,
If we can go.